From the beach to the bush, the legends travelled further up the coast to rural northern KZN, and not letting the rain deter them, they delivered future life food parcels and warm winter clothing to the community bordering the Manyoni Game Reserve.
I must say, it's just awesome. I think South Africans are just amazing people. Obviously, after tough times, it's just really to see guys like Custom Apparel and Future Life, you know, giving back to people that are less fortunate. And again, South African rugby legends and the work they do is just amazing. So it's just lovely to be part of a community that does so much. And yeah, it's just been an awesome day and a half of just connecting with people again, which is lekker, and obviously having the ability to give back and see some beautiful smiley faces.
Zululand Conservation Trust is a non-profit organisation based in northern Zululand. We are empowering and helping communities that are based on the border of Manyoni Private Game Reserve. Today, the SA Rugby legends have donated food and clothing, which will go very far in this community. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of the communities in this area have lost their jobs, and having clothing for winter, especially for their children, is a huge, huge benefit, and we thank you so much for this contribution towards their lives. Very, very difficult to access.
You know, rugby's an amazing game, firstly, you know, and it'll be nice to just start to watch a bit of rugby again. But yeah, I think, you know, like the South African rugby legends do, you know, it's a group of people that have bonded and had great memories, but more importantly, it's a community that gives. And I must say, well done to everybody that contributes, and for us just to give some of our time, you know, to give back is awesome, and to be with people.
That we've donated this weekend with the SA Rugby legends to the underprivileged community in wet conditions. You know, we managed to distribute a lot of clothing, food, and a lot of pajamas for the less fortunate in this community, ranging from ages from 3 upwards of 12 years old. And yeah, it's just been a great opportunity for us to get our brand out there, to show that we're giving back to the community, and it's the least we could do in these less fortunate times during COVID-19.
Thank you so much to the SA Rugby legends for coming out on this crazy day today with the rain and donating such an amazing amount of food and clothing to our community. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Given the wet weather conditions, it was great to have vehicles that could handle the rural road conditions.
It's been an absolute privilege to be included, and thanks to Stefan and Rugby Legends for taking the initiative. We provided vehicles, Suzu MUX, the Suzu KB D-Max 3-litre 4x4 and Subaru Forester. Yeah, the conditions were very testing. The wet weather was, whilst very welcoming, allowed us to put the vehicles to their full test and capability, and they performed flawlessly. So we're very happy. Didn't get stuck, no punches. We're happy to give back through the SA Rugby legends.
And what better way to end the trip than with a drive through the Manyoni Game Reserve to enjoy the sights and sounds of the African bush. SARLA also paid a visit to the Ingane Yami children's village just outside Durban. This time he was joined by other rugby legends to help distribute clothing to the residents in the area.
As a professional sporting team in South Africa, and not just in KZN, I think we all have a huge social responsibility in getting involved in our communities outside of our provinces or where we're situated. And I think today with the SA Rugby legends, you know, it's so nice to have a shared value with an organisation like the Rugby Legends. So to be here today is an absolute privilege. It's humbling, and we're here to serve. We're here to spend time with the kids, and yeah, it's just a privilege.
But I've been following the guys a lot on Instagram, and what the guys of Friday Banner, Dave van Hoesten, and what all the guys have been doing in Joburg, Cape Town, Cheers and Colby, and all the guys here, Khaleesi. I've wanted to be a part of this for a long time. I think it's very important, and it's very humbling to come out here and see how some of these guys live. But coming to a place like this, geez, what a great setup. Yeah, no, it's tough. It's obviously very tough at the moment. I mean, a lot of businesses are still closed. There's a good few closed. Mine's still closed at the moment, but obviously it's been very, very tough. But you know, you come out on a day like today and you almost put that behind you. You look at these guys still smiling. They've got no folks. You can see they're a closely knit team here, basically living here together. And it really changes your perspective on life when you see something like this.
Went up to Zululand to the Manyoni Game Reserve just to hand over some donations with the local community. It was awesome to be out there with the SA Rugby Legends guys. They're doing such a great thing there. Just to be with them, to hand over to the community, just see the work that they're doing, and just to aid and be of assistance during these tough times during the COVID. Yeah, you know, it's awesome. It really is great to be able to actually hand over some of your own stuff, things that you've put your time and effort into, and a bit of your own hard work, and to hand it over to guys that, you see what they come from, their backgrounds, very, very obviously underprivileged backgrounds out here, and it's just so awesome to see the smiles on their faces and to see them fighting over certain things, and just the small things, and it's just great to be involved.
Yeah, I think the success and the relevance of a sporting team is how well you integrate in your community and the value that you add, and how you stay relevant in the lives of people that's outside of the sport. And I think today and in other initiatives that we have at the SARLA Sharks, it's extremely important to stay relevant in people's lives, especially through pandemics like COVID-19, and go into communities that aren't as privileged as us. I think it's humbling, but it's extremely important and rewarding to serve communities that are battling at the moment.
Look, it was a humbling experience for us coming here. Sometimes we complain, and then when you go into the areas here and you see the conditions they live in and what they have to make do with, sometimes they don't have, as we heard there today. It brings you down to earth and gives you that sense of, appreciate what you have and not take anything for granted, because, no one is, how can I say, invincible to ending up in a situation like that. So it's it opens your eyes a lot. And I think from my experience from today is, go back and teach my kids. It's important to give. We complain we don't have a lot of things, Wi-Fi. My kids, I'm talking just my kids, complain about Wi-Fi. They don't have this, they don't have that. But in these conditions here, it was humbling, yeah.
Personally, I'm involved with the community, and it's winter and it's very cold. So we had the guys that are sponsoring some warm clothes to the kids and to the people that don't have, like the Custom and all the other people that are involved today. It's been an incredible time. I want to say thank you very much for that.
%, I think, more guys, if we can get more guys to do this here, and so many guys got so many connections and people we know that could have an influence in this, where we can give back to a community like this here. And these kids here, you could see at the end of, they loved, and if we can get more kids into situations like this, it's a positive on rugby. And you get more guys coming from these communities. I mean, look at our Springbok captain, came from a community similar like this, so it's good.
We had an incredible time with the guys today. Went out to visit the families that are going through a rough time at the moment. It's so awesome to have these incredible people that come to this place and give off their times, their finances, whatever they do, to see other people lifted up. It's been amazing, an incredible time. I've had an awesome privilege of seeing these kids come through, coming from a really broken environment, broken backgrounds, and just to see them grow up, becoming leaders and people that will take responsibility for not only themselves and those that are to come outside there. So I'm excited to see their lives touching other lives out there. Really, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's involved in this place. We cannot do this without you guys, so thank you so much.